What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming. And as we all know, PlayStation 2 is the most successful console. It's not even the most successful PlayStation console. It is the most successful console in history. It has outsold every console that came before it and every console that has come after it. Now, it also had the longest lifetime of any console, which I'm not really sure whether it's kind of a chicken or the egg debate here, because it might have had the longest lifetime because it was so just wildly successful, and it was the top console. It was selling so well. Or it might be the #1 console because it had such a long lifespan. I'm not really sure, but I do know that having 12 or 13 years on the shelves in production, I'm sure certainly helped it get to 155 million consoles sold worldwide in its lifetime. And also at the same time, I'm sure a console that is as successful as that and is selling 100 million consoles is going to stay in production. But either way, I'm not sure which actually created I'm not sure which one was the bigger driving force. But at any rate, it looks like PlayStation 4 might actually take that honor from it, because the PlayStation 4, a recent report came out and said that the PlayStation 4 has actually sold 25 million units, which is really good in 18 months. That's actually incredibly good. And there are some people who are saying that, okay, well, that's not 25 million units sold, that's actually 25 million units shipped, because that's actually what they said, and that it's actually a different number. So yeah, there could be a little bit of a discrepancy there. There could be a bit of an asterisk, which I will grant them. But confirmed, as of, I believe, March this year, it is at 23 million units sold. So I kind of do think that 25 million units sold makes sense. So, and not to mention the fact that it actually is selling at a faster rate than the PlayStation 2. You know, if you think about the math, it's actually selling more per month than the PlayStation 2 did. And granted, we don't know the lifespan of the PlayStation 4. We'll have to see how that is. And we don't know if it's going to taper off. The PlayStation 2 was very consistent. It dominated because it was just such a great console. And it always had great games coming out. And it was, back in the PlayStation 2 days, cross or multi-platforms were not as big a thing as they are now. Where PlayStation 4 and Xbox One both rely very, very, very heavily on multi-plats. Because if you look at the first-party games on either console, they don't come out that very often. But when I look over here at my PlayStation 2 collection up on the shelves, I see a hell of a lot of games that were only on PlayStation 2. You know, they weren't all first-party games, but they were exclusive to the PS2. Largely because, you know, the PlayStation did so well the previous generation and kind of stopped Nintendo a little bit. And it kind of emerged as a different type of system. But, you know, that I'm sure did help drive it. So time can only tell when we see how long the Xbox One and the PS4 last, because the Xbox One is doing well as well. Xbox One is at, I think, 15 million units sold now, which, granted, is significantly behind PlayStation 4. And I'm not trying to say, oh, well, Xbox One is inferior, because it's not. I don't really know all the reasons why PlayStation 4 is selling so much better than the Xbox One, but nonetheless, even at Xbox One's current sale rate at 15 million in 20 months, given the same lifespan as the PS2, there's a very good chance that it could overtake the PlayStation 2 as well. But currently, I do think PlayStation 4 is better positioned to do that. But only time will tell, as I said, because if they only last 5 years, then they have no chance of catching up. Excuse me, they have no chance of catching up to the PlayStation 2, unless something significantly changes. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you think the PlayStation 4 can replace the PlayStation 2 and be the #1 console in history? Or do you think Xbox might be the one to take that? Is Xbox got something up their sleeve that maybe might change things, possibly the backwards compatibility? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.